This prairie night is so lonely, not a cloud to fill the sky. Walking home late from a session, I think of reasons not to cry. It's just it all reminds me of the old game. A letter disguises the pain. And I sat on a bench on the corner of Broadway, and I sang an old refrain. Too many roads in this life, so it seems, with two empty pockets, got nothing but dreams. My soul is divided, don't know where I'm bound. There's a road I've never found to take me home.
So you brought a huge variety of different objects in to show me. What's your starting point for making the different kinds of things that you're making?
Inspiration comes from many sources, Heather. As an example, I had in my head I wanted a piece, either a wall piece or probably a ceiling piece. Most metal considered heavy, it goes on the floor. So how do I get something on the ceiling? I decided raindrops would be fascinating. And I'm still working on those raindrops. But what that project evolved into was these pieces we see beside us here, which I titled Fresh Cut. And these pieces here, these sort of balls, balloons, flowers, are interesting in themselves because this whole piece comes from this block of steel. So I make a round ball on the end of this square bar, 1.5 inch square, and I draw out, technical term meaning long and thin, this stem on the bottom. So raindrops I'm still working on, but I have balloons and flowers so far.
So is that kind of transformation something that really excites you within your work?
Yeah, I think many people have heard the phrase happy accident, and so I'm not disappointed that I haven't achieved raindrops. I'll get to those. But I have an interesting sculpture that I like here, and I hope other people enjoy it as well.
Now what about these two smaller pieces? This chrome piece, that seems like it's a lot to do with texture and the play of the chrome against the metal.
It is an experiment in contrast. Had a blacksmith from the state of Maine, Farrell Rupert, who does work in these methods and modes. So under his influence, I turned out this piece. And it's a contrast of light and dark, pointy and round, rough and smooth. So all these different contrasts on a single piece.
Yeah, it's quite seductive, and it almost has this hint of danger, even though it's...
The points maybe dangerous?
But, you know, that's something interesting to me. You know, even though metal in and of itself is seen as something that's hard, that's rigid, a lot of your pieces seem to defy the nature of the material. They seem to float. They seem to...